So this is the pound yen analysis for Thursday, the 8th of March. Now, let's have a look what I've been pricing, where pricing may likely go. So previously we came down to this level, formed a bit of a double bottom, had prices move up towards the next key level of 47.35. Had a brief pullback, didn't quite get down to 46.50, from which we did see a break to the upside above this 47.35. And what we did see was price hit up towards the 200 period moving average, had a pullback, posted a lower high, had prices then head all the way down to 46.50, trade slightly beneath that level, from which we did see buy side momentum come back into the market, had a brief negative reaction towards our 47.35, had then after which we did see a bit of a pullback before we seen further upside continuation, invalidating this high from this pullback, and we've had prices come up in towards this 200 period moving average and stalled somewhat. So we do have the 200 period moving average acting as descending resistance here, but we do seem poised for another test of that level. So if we can reclaim, say, the 47.50, and we can hold on to that level, we'll be looking for price to head upwards, possibly retesting these highs up here, all the way up at 148 to a round number. So we'll keep an eye on that. It may act as resistance again, but ultimately we are looking for price head up towards our 148.46. 148.46 does appear to be a very important level, marked out here in red. We've also have the added confluence of the 400 period moving average, and thus increasing likelihood of possibly seeing some sell side momentum coming from this 48.46. If we do see sufficient sell side momentum from this 48.46, could possibly trade beneath this 148 and head all the way down towards that 147.50 or so, all the way down where we do have the 200 period moving average. If we are able to successfully navigate the 148.46, we'll be looking for price head up towards that 149.10, and if you have sufficient market volatility, 149.78 may come into focus, but it might just be just a little too far out of the range. So 149.50 or so, possibly being in around the far end of the range between this 149.50 and 149.10, depending on market volatility. If, however, we are unable to break above and hold this 47.50, we'll be looking for prices head down beneath this 47.35. We'll see a price reaction around 46.50, where we do have our previous low, a break from which we're looking for price head down towards 146.07, and a break from there. If we do have sufficient volatility, we possibly going to look to see prices head towards this. Let's just have a quick look here. Our lows over here are pretty much 145. So 145. If we do break down from this 146 level, we would expect to be possibly the far end of the range here on the pound against the yen. And with that said, I think that pretty much wraps up the pound yen analysis. We just have a brief look at the daily chart. So on this daily chart, we can see we're making a bit of a recovery. There's very strong sell-off. What's of a little concern here with this recovery is we've come into the 200 period moving average. We've gone into this consolidation, had a brief little pullback. Sell side momentum, buy side momentum came back in. So we are hanging around this 47.35. So again, if we're not able to break and hold above, we've also got resistance of the daily 200 period moving average. The daily 200 period moving average currently sits at the 147.84 level. So we do have to be aware of that. Sitting 147.84 is it? Yep. So 147.84, we're sitting 16 pips below the 148 level. So we do have to be aware of that. If we are expecting further upside continuation and this to be a reversal. So we do have to be aware of that possibly being resistance. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the pound yen analysis. Thanks for watching.